Hey folks, it's Ryan. I wanted to go ahead and reply to the post that I put on Reddit. Talked about getting a couple of different phones to work. Some kind of worked, some didn't. I'll probably start this by saying I reached out to Visible Chat through Facebook. Um, they've agreed now since Saturday, Friday, one of the two. When I first requested a callback from someone who may have some technical information. I think it's just some APN settings that I'm missing for some of those features and functions that aren't fully working on some of the devices. So um, they agreed and agreed and agreed and agreed to call back. Everybody's been very nice, and I understand that they're slammed. Somebody did call back, and I was engaged in a full-on battle at the time with my son in Tekken 3, so I was not going to be able to take the call. At any rate, I'm sure someone will give me a call back, but the first thing I wanted to show on here is um, this is the R2 that they sent over. So just want to show that service is active, it's working. There's my visible SIM card going in there. Alright, and you can see the visible icon come up. So I think the first thing I want to do is just run a speed check. I guess get off the wireless might be a good idea. Alright, you can see some of the stuff go in there. One of the things that I know is that my cell speed here is shit. And this is the fastest recorded ping time that I've had yet with Visible. So I like that. I don't know if they lit up a new access point or what. But again, pretty good. And I've got some of my other phones in use for testing. So I've got my Verizon SIM card in this phone. This is my old, this is the Nexus. So we'll show it. Just say retest. I just ran one right before we did this video. So you can see in this case, it could just be old phone, old radio, but it is picking up band 13. So either way, for Verizon, this is not uncommon for this time of the day for the speed to dip a little bit. We kind of just wanted to show the two side by side, and I don't have an AT&T or something else to show for comparison. So I think the next thing I want to do is go ahead and pull this SIM card back out of here. So we'll drop this guy out. And then this is an LG V40, as you can see here. Nothing special. It works. I've got no SIM card in it now, so we'll pop this one out. Not really a fan of this SIM tray. It is super easy for this stuff to pop out when you put it in. There we go. So now it's in. We'll wait to see some service here. So I'm going to go ahead and punch in the APN settings. I don't know what I have in there now. Looks like I've already edited this. And so obviously this just has all of the different parameters that I put in earlier. So let's do this because I think this is part of what I need. What I found different about this phone from the R2, is when I go in here to APN settings. So this is the R2. Let me go to APN. It's not letting me do it. But there were a couple of parameters that I listed there in my post that I can't get to in this LG. And on the V30, which I'm actually recording this on, I can get to those through a special sequence I can dial. But I haven't been able to figure it out on the V40. Probably with enough research I could do anything. So either way, I just switched up one of the settings here, but I think everything else is as it should be. So any rate, we can see there that that is 4G LTE is lit up. And there was one way that I could pull this down and it would actually show me that visible was the network. Yeah, that's okay. So the next thing I want to do here, let's just go to a speed test. So this is a V40 speed test, same app. Maybe. There we go. So again, pretty much what I expect from Verizon now. That 142 ping, that's more typical of what I can expect to see when I use this. And that's even on the R2 as well. So pretty cool that we caught it at the fastest latency that I've seen yet. And there's no telling with the speed check app, man, I don't know where it's jumping out to, so it may be exacerbating the situation, but let's see, that time we got a hair faster. That's cool or whatever, so we'll let that run. Now what you can't see off camera is that I am going to send this phone a text message. This is coming from Google Voice. Please don't spam it. I want to have to change this number. Alright, so there is my reply. First I'm going to say, hey, Ryan. Alright, so text works. I know you can't see my Google Voice screen, and I don't know that I want to show it. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so there it is. So SMS working just fine on here. The other thing too, let's see, I'm going to take it off screen just a second. Get back into my messages app, or better yet, my phone dialer. So with this one, dial my Google Voice. Bear with me here, still getting the right setting. Alright, so this is the Google Voice number that I just got the message from. I'm just going to say call. So we'll turn it on speaker. Ryan. And you can hear it ring in my computer. Alright, so that works. And then I will also demonstrate the calling from Google Voice. So now I'm calling this phone from Google Voice. And you can see that is popping up there.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Alright, so that call is done. Here is the part that is not working. We will do a GIF here. Let's do one of the recent ones. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? So we'll try to send it, and it just pops back. And in Textra, I'm getting originator address not found. I don't think that's a real error. And this is the part where I say there's something in the APNS. I don't think I have a very good mechanism to send in. Let's see. Now, it'll receive GIFs just fine, or MMS messages, I should say. So let me see if I can find one on the computer, just to show that it can receive these. So I'm sending it from Google Voice right now. see it, receive the picture message, no problem. It can't send it. I'm confident that this can be worked out, so I don't think that's a big deal. On the V30, texting and calling does not work. I can show that in another video. Really wanted to show the V40. It works. Other than the MMS send, I haven't found anything that's broken. So, so far so good. And as I get more help, I'll report back. Thank you.